Episode 201 of the episode 201 of the Attitude Era series. Uh, so last episode of Survivor Series, and on that show we saw Kurt Angle make his debut, winning the Intercontinental title, Taz becoming the Hardcore champion, Team Owen Hart defeating Team Un-Americans, The Rock and Saw Connection defeating Undertaker and Abyss, when Abyss turned on the Undertaker, only for Raven to make and attack the Undertaker. Eddie Guerrero and Chris Candido had a classic match, an all-time great 99 rating. X-Pac and Kane defeated Rabbit Dog with a rating of a 95 to retain the titles, and it was a hell of a match. And in the main event, Vince McMahon screwed Stone Cold Steve Austin once again by helping Triple H defeat Stone Cold. Alright, so I'm going to get started with the show here, but I've counted and looked at show history. We're at 39 shows to have a 89 rating or 88 rating or better. The last show that was below 88 was King of the Ring, and that was only episode 11 of TEW 2016. So I was still getting on my feet here, but basically since King of the Ring we've been on fire. Alright, so let's get it started. We start off the show with Vince McMahon coming out, and he cuts an interview in which he talks shit on Stone Cold and basically says why he screwed Stone Cold. Pretty cut and dry promo. You know, Vince saying, I will never let Stone Cold be champion in my company again. I am tired of him causing hell in my family and my company. No more Stone Cold Steve Austin as champion. Following that, we get Owen Hart. He comes out to the ring. He challenges William Regal. Vince left the ring. Owen comes out, could be backstage. He challenges William Regal to a title match. He says, I beat you last night. We were the final two, and you tapped out to me. I want the European title back. I am a two-time champion. I will be the first three-time champion. Following that, we see Taz defend his hardcore title by defeating Crash, who's having a stale gimmick, which is weird because he's just debuted. But basically, Taz defeats Crash here to retain his title. Following that, we get Eddie Guerrero come out and he comes out and cuts a promo in which he talks shit in Chris Candido and beating him last night. Once again, Chris lost this time. A little bit of a scuttlebutt with Kurt Hennig screwing him a little bit accidentally. Eddie invented a new catchphrase, so his microphone abilities will be higher now. Is awesome because he's not the strongest mic worker. Following that, we see Edge and Christian defeat Playboy and the Pimp, just in a basic tag match where Edge and Christian gets the win. Here we have Raven and Undertaker recap. Now, how I'm gonna book Raven next, 3-4 months is going to be different than how I booked other feuds in the past. I don't think I'm going to have Raven have a match until Undertaker returns. So, I'm thinking Raven's first match will be at WrestleMania against Undertaker. Plans change, but, I just think something different. I think Sorry, that snuck up on me. But I think Raven's good enough mic worker where he can carry the feud in terms of being on the mic and not having to be in the ring to get himself over. And it's just different. Following that, we have Chris Jericho defeat Rikishi by using the ropes for leverage. Just giving Rikishi another big-time match here, giving Jericho something to do, bring him down from the main event to help boost someone, and, just a fun little match. And then post-match, we get Chris Jericho celebrating his win when Rikishi, super kicks him. Chris Jericho falls in the corner, only get a stink face. So, it just continues this, and this creates a feud, because, Jericho, the heel, is embarrassed by that. Following that, we get Jeff Hardy versus Mike Barton. Well, Mike Barton defeats Jeff Hardy by interference from Sable, so Sable distracts Jeff, turns around, gets pinned. Basic match, just continuing the feud with Marvelous Ones versus the Hardy Boys over Lita. Following that, we get Kurt Angle, new picture here. I'm still trying to not new pictures. I gotta find one with him with the title. He cuts a promo hyping up his upcoming match with Val Venus. He's talking shit on Val Venus here. Not talking shit, he's being Kurt Angle. You know what that is, hey Val, you tried real hard. Maybe next time, blah, blah, blah. Just, overly nice heel. Ooh, man. Here we have X-Pac and Kane versus Rabbit Dog once again. And, we have Kane defeat Road Dogg by pinfall chokeslam, and they defend their title third time, 99 rating. The best tag champs I've ever had. And, Kane's gimmick's getting a little stale. That's fine. I'm just going to let it go. I don't see Kane turning heel for a while. And I'm not going to, change his gimmick. We'll see what I do with that. and this is Rap Dog's last title match. I've decided to go a different route. As I was talking about in the last episode, I was like, I don't know what I want to do. If they should both turn, if one guy should turn. I think I made my decision, but this is still, I don't know. They've never been a heel tag team, but I have the Marvelous ones of Edge and Christian and Dudley's. I don't know if I need another heel tag team, and their chemistry isn't great, and I think they've done all they can do as a heel tag, or excuse me again. I was really sorry about that. As a tag team, I don't know though. It's interesting. It's first time I have a problem like this where it's like they can both be tag, but they can be singles. And then after that, we get our celebration of Triple H. Finally, no more Stone Cold Steve Austin being pain in his ass. And this is like the conclusion: Stone Cold, Triple H. Now we'll get like Stone Cold Vince, Triple H, someone else. But overall, really good show. Continuing the streak once again. I'm gonna add one to it. So here in WCW, another great show by WCW. Some two random teams I don't know. 80 rating. Two other teams I don't know. Ric Flair defeating Dave Taylor. Pretty decent match. 6-man tag where Goldberg loses. So much for streaking in a hell of a main event. Hogan versus Sting. And which Hollywood Hogan defeats Sting. So now, and Rey Mysterio got hurt badly with a disco knee. So let's look at it. Taz's contract is up, so he is I'm in the bidding war at WCW over it. And you know what? I'm going to see what their offer is. And I'm just going to make a conclusion off that. Because really, I don't have Taz doing much in the next year. It sucks. I got him over a decent amount. But 3 years. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I just don't really see what I have to do. Like, this is different in Candida because I see big future Candida, but I don't see Taz doing more than what he's doing now. And really, like, I plan on having him retire at WrestleMania 17. So if he's gone, I can bring him back in an Invasion, which I will do. It's going to start at WrestleMania 17. I'm following real life in that. I don't know how I'm going to get WCW to sell to me, but I figured, I followed a lot of things real life, and I think that's a huge event. And I think the way I've been kicking WCW's ass, that really makes sense. And if you look like and read about WCW, the reason they lost is because AOL sold bought out Time Warner, and they just didn't want wrestling anymore. And it's not it wasn't even like WCW booking thing. It wasn't Kevin Nash thing. It wasn't even Eric Bischoff, Vince Russo thing. They were losing money at that point still. I think they are in the game, but like it's just the reason WCW died is because they didn't have fun, or they just didn't have the patience for wrestling anymore. Alright, so I was looking on the Fantasy Booker subreddit, and someone was saying they want CM Punk, post WrestleMania 33, and I like got carried away. So I'm gonna type it out and say it out for you guys because I don't have their SmackDown review. 8 minutes is long, but oh man, sorry about the coughing. But I'm gonna write this out, and then you guys can tell me what you think. I thought it was really good. That's why I'm gonna share it. Alright, like I was saying, I just got carried away in how to book CM Punk post WrestleMania 33. And to be honest, I think this is awesome. I think this is not likely because, it takes time to develop him for Punk to get in the ring, but I think you'd get a shit ton of real life ratings and so forth. So, WrestleMania 33, you'd have a video package saying he returns, and then you hear just the opening riff to Call to Personality. So, people are like, did I hear Call to Personality play on that video package? Who's he? Then the next night, you have Mick Foley say, I signed one of the biggest stars in WWE history to Raw, and he will return at the next pay-per-view. The next couple weeks, you have Steph keep on asking Mick, who did he sign? Mick's like, oh, don't worry about it. Or, you'll find out when everyone else finds out. You don't ever flat out say CM Punk is returning, but you want everyone to know it's either him or it's a bust. And if it's not him, it's like some nobody. It's like Al Snow. Like Al Snow is returning, Foley's just fucking around. But everyone either assume it's Punk, they're fucking around, but they don't believe it's Punk. So you know what I mean? Because if you hear CM Punk signing, you're like, nah, get the hell out of here. Definitely wrestling fans are so jaded. They would never believe Punk returned. So at Backlash, you have Steph and Mick call out. Mick says, alright guy, come on out. Only for a low card heel like Jinder Mahal, Bo Dallas come out and interrupt. Right when they grab a microphone, they're about to talk. Call to Personality hits. I can't imagine a crowd explosion, because they were teased only to get like down, and then they get it. They get it. You know, Punk's wearing a hoodie and pants, so you don't ever really see his face till he does the it's clobbering time. You know, and then he takes off the hood, and the people see his face and just freak out because CM Punk's returning to WWE first time in 3 years, and then he goes does his pose in the corners, shakes Foley's hand. Steph is just shocked, like dumbfounded. Her face is just like what the fuck, and Punk goes to shake like Bo Dallas's or Jinder's hand, pulls him in for the GTS, and then celebrates in the corners again. That way you get people to watch the pay per view. Or you could do this on a Raw, I guess, if you care about ratings, but I think they care more about network subscribers. So you give that, and the next night you have Steph come out. Here, let's see. This is where we're at. So the next night you have Steph and Foley argue over Punk's return, and then they announce that Punk will return next week on Raw. Next week on Raw, Punk returns at the end of Raw. They hype it all throughout the night. At the beginning of Raw, they're like, CM Punk returns later. Every chance you get, CM Punk's returning later, CM Punk's returning later, CM Punk's returning later. And then the last 15 minutes of Raw, you have CM Punk come out, cut a humble promo. When he left, he said, he will say, I lost my passion, lost my love for wrestling. I will always love wrestling, but I just didn't have the passion for it anymore. I went to MMA, I got my ass kicked. It happens. I don't know MMA, but I know wrestling. And I'm back, and I'm never I'm not saying I'm never leaving again, because that's a thing now, I guess. But, no confrontation, no wrestling promo. It's Phil Brooks cutting a promo on his love for wrestling and so forth. Like The Rock when he made his return following Hollywood. Next couple Raws, backstage, Punk would only appear. Backstage, he has his interactions with Luke Gallows, Kofi Kingston, Chris Jericho, guys he's had history with on screen. You can do interactions like Sami Zayn. Be like, Sami, hey, it's great to see you again. I'm really happy to have you back. And then next pay per view, I would have Vince. They hope Vince is gonna come at the pay per view to talk about CM Punk returning. And they have a confrontation. Vince says, what, Punk, we may have had our history. I'm glad to have you back. Shakes hands. I think that's just a different dynamic. And definitely with how Vince is portrayed nowadays, he's a crazy old man, so it doesn't really matter if he's heel or face. Or they just have an epic verbal back and forth with Punk, beating Vince on the mic. But I think it would just be better to have Vince come in and be like, you know what, Punk, we had our history. Bygones be bygones. I wish you all the best. And the next couple weeks, you have Steph and Punk promos back and forth. They would have epic promos, they don't like each other. They'll let it show. And then, Steph would slap Punk. And then, right before Money in the Bank, I would assume, I'm saying a lot. So WrestleMania 33 would be Raw gets, the post-WrestleMania pay-per-view, then SmackDown. Then that following pay-per-view would go to Raw. Another SmackDown pay-per-view, then Money in the Bank, and SummerSlam. Or that's how I would just have it go, it doesn't really matter. It's the third pay-per-view before before SummerSlam, I would have Punk versus Triple H. Or I would have Punk say, I'm going to make my in-ring return here. I say Money in the Bank because that's the show he made. He was made a star with John Cena. Maybe it's in Chicago. He says, I think it's time for me to return. And Foley says, you know what, yep. And then Steph comes out, says, I have the perfect opponent for you. Here comes Triple H out from the crowd, beats the shit out of Punk, and so forth. Then Money in the Bank, Punk beats Triple H. We end that feud. And I would have it if Punk wins, Stephanie or Mick Foley gets total control of Raw. If he loses, Punk leaves. So forth. Punk wins, so you get rid of the authority once and for all. And then you go on and have a face versus face at SummerSlam, Finn Balor versus CM Punk at SummerSlam. The club interferes and costs Punk the match. And then Finn wins and turns heel. So that way, after SummerSlam, you have the Balor Club, which I think would get, Raw hot versus CM Punk. And all the while, you just now you have fresh matchups with CM Punk versus Finn. You have fresh matchups with CM Punk versus everybody because roster turnover in the past 3 years is pretty damn high, and it'll be fresh for CM Punk versus Sheamus again. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just thought that was a fun way to book it, and I wouldn't have hot shot CM Punk comes back and then he wrestles the night he comes back. I wouldn't do that personally. But that's it for this episode of the Ads That Air series. I just wanted to type that out. Let me know what you guys think about that. It's just for shit and gigs. It doesn't matter. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And then next episode will be Raw, and I'll be covering SmackDown that I'm not gonna record. So SmackDown I book now will be go over in next episode before Raw. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you.